It's now time to turn to MedLove. The pretty hostess here is Surabhi Kanal. She's an out-of-state brilliant student. Surabhi founded MedLove several years ago and is a proud presenter of MedLove right here on Fox 5+. Let's view her for this week.
This is MedLove here with your monthly talks on Global Television Network on Fox 5+. Welcome to all of you in the United States and around the world. I'm your hostess, Surabhi Kanal. Today on the show, we'll be highlighting service done with the platform. On the show, we have had many pageant winners that work towards greater change, and so today we'll be adding another service queen onto our list. She is currently the recently crowned Miss India DC, Miss Anagha Sreenivas. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us this month.
Thank you for having me, Surabhi. Looking forward to a great segment.
Now, before we jump right into it, would you like to tell us about yourself, your title, and then how you felt during your crowning moment?
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Anagha Sreenivas, Miss India DC 2018. I was recently crowned in September, so it's an honor for me. I feel great, I feel happy. It was my first pageant, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was a huge step for me. I wanted to try something new, and I'm glad it turned out this way. And I'm a dancer. I dance competitively. I do Bharatanatyam, Kathak, and various other styles, and I choreograph as well. So yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations on
Thank
winning.
you.
And now in pageantry, I know community service makes up a large part of their platform. And as a nonprofit ourselves, we like to promote that community service that occurs in our community. Especially when coming from a public figure or someone with a crown, it's really helpful when people give back. Mm-hmm. So can you give us a synopsis of what your service is focused on and your cause?
Yeah, so I've been doing community service and volunteer service for as long as I can remember, and so usually I want to integrate like my passion, which is dance, with community service. So we have a nonprofit organization called Kaveri Kannada Sangha. So I usually choreograph conceptual dance productions. So we focus our themes on like global issues like gun violence and Rally for Rivers, and we've done many different themes like that along with my mom. So she directs it, and so recently for the pageant itself, I did a dance on gun violence to show how it's a big, like, a rising issue in America and how we need to stop it. So we have another nonprofit called Organization for Rare Diseases, and I've been appointed the ambassador for that recently.
Oh, wow.
So we've been organizing cultural events to raise funds for that. The organization is basically to help patients with rare diseases. There's over 7,000 diseases and over 70 plus like patients, or 70 million patients. So they want to raise funds because it's really, really expensive to pay for these treatments, and they want to make sure they can do enough research and get enough treatments to help these patients with these rare diseases. So it's a really wonderful cause, and we've been holding cultural events to raise funds for this, and we had one in May, actually, and then we had one recently on December.
Oh, wow. What is the most recent illness that you've raised funds for?
We don't target like a specific illness. It's usually the whole range of like, because I mean there's over like 7,000. So what we want to do is raise funds for like the illnesses in general, so that when the patients like are either diagnosed with it or anything, they can conduct enough research and find enough treatments to cure them. Because, they have organizations in India and America. There's one in Fairfax County, so, it's a wide range.
That's quite interesting because with MedLove, our med portion focuses on AIDS and AIDS awareness, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So when you do these fundraisers and everything, so how does it feel being a public figure and being able to give back? Do you have people that look up to you? How do you think that's different from a normal citizen doing community service?
Well, I feel like, especially since we're holding like a title like Miss India DC, it's important to, because I mean, winning a pageant is not just about like beauty or looks.
Right.
You have to have like a background. You have to have community service integrated with it. So, I feel, it's a good cause, and by impacting other people's lives, I think we're making a change. Like even if it's like a small thing, we're changing someone's life for the better. So. I think by holding this title, I'm responsible for this, and especially since I'm representing like both India and this tri-state, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. I feel great. I'm doing it out of my own,
Right. And you mentioned you mentioned your dance on gun violence. How do you incorporate such an issue into dance? Like, that's quite interesting how that works out.
Yeah, so I mean, dance, I think it's one of the best ways to express your emotions. It's an outlet for me actually as well. So I can, like, whenever I dance, I can find different topics to like dance about, and it's not just, you know, just a simple dance I do on, like, you know, a Bollywood song. Like, I'll do that as well, but like I feel like if we have concepts, it's more effective.
Right.
So the dance on gun violence, like, recently with all the shootings and everything that's been going on, I felt like it was something that needed to be like given more attention to.
Right.
So I wanted, through different dance styles and through the choreography and the song, and I actually inserted like different inserts of the news from like the
wow.
So with like I had like the narration going on as well.
And you choreographed with that. Oh wow.
So like I would dance to it. So
that's quite interesting how service, art, and all of it can mold together.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Miss India DC 2018. Thank you for being on the show. That's quite inspirational, and I'm sure we wish you all the best with your endeavors, and I'm sure that you'll keep doing greater things.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you.